Hey everybody, it's Matt Swires again at the Trademark Company, and today we're dealing with the topic of becoming a master of delegation in order to grow your business. Candidly, if you're going to try to scale your business, if you're going to grow it whatsoever, you really need to master the art of delegation. And at its core, delegation, in my opinion, involves three essential steps. Number one, you have to delegate a systemized or defined parameter to a individual or a team. Okay, and what does that mean? A system. Let's think about how McDonald's makes hamburgers. Okay, they have a system. The manager delegates it to the employees. They make the hamburgers. Okay, or parameters. I may not be an expert at marketing, but I'm going to go to my marketing team and I'm going to basically say, well, I expect so many leads from your marketing efforts. Here's your budget. Go. Okay, but the people to whom you are delegating need to have basically a reasonable understanding of what they're doing, either through a systemized process or by parameters, in essence, targets or goals. Okay, so that's the first step. Number one, either delegate a system or define parameters as to what you want. And you need to be very clear as to what you're delegating and what your expectations are when you actually delegate to the person. Number two, equally as important, you need to manage the delegates. Okay, you can't just hand it off and say, okay, I'm sure everything will be fine. You need to set up, specific meetings or, look-ins, check-ins, whatever, to make sure that they are actually doing the work that they are supposed to be doing when you delegate it to them. Again, you don't want to be surprised at the end when they haven't done it, but a series of just casual check-ins, again, depending on your management style, will make sure that this happens. And then if they're not on pace, you ask questions. Hey, why aren't we doing this? Or how are we on pace? What can we do to get back on pace? Whatever the case may be. But you do have to manage it, okay? And number three, and I think this is the most important and the hardest aspect to learn for new entrepreneurs, is do not let it roll back uphill, okay? When we're talking about delegation, it's all about I hire you to basically do a task for me. Do not, under any circumstance, let them hand it back to you. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I don't, whatever the excuse may be, whatever the reason may be. If I've hired you to do something, you are going to do it. That's what's called delegation, okay? If you can't figure out how to do it, well, maybe you weren't the right person to hire. But for under no circumstances should you be paying somebody to do something that you ultimately put back on your plate. As entrepreneurs, a lot of times we just say, oh, I'll just get it done. No, resist the urge. If you delegate it, manage it, and make sure it stays on their desk. Hope you found this helpful. As always, any questions, concerns, or otherwise, hit it up in the comments and we'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.